Alrighty, so welcome back to another exciting school year here at Agora. And as you know, my name is Miss Anderson, although you can just call me Miss A. It's a lot easier to type. And this is just who is Miss A, an Ed Puzzle production. So, Ed Puzzle is replacing Zaption this year. Zaption is no more in case you've used it before in your other classes. So, we'll be using Ed Puzzle, which is a Google platform and it's very similar to Zaption. We'll be using this flipped sort of interface a couple of times each month, and this is just to get you used to the new features and working on stuff independently. As I introduce myself, so the goal, introduce myself as your teacher and as a person too, because I don't know why people seem to think that teachers aren't people. Teachers are people too. We don't just teach, and that's like our whole life. Like, and that's like we came out of some alien pod as a teacher, and that's all we've ever been. No. And that's all we are. No. We are multifaceted people besides being teachers. And you're going to tell me a little bit about yourself along the way as I go through um, some of these slides. So let's get started. Elementary. Elementary school. So this, in the beginning, age 6, this is me. I love this outfit to this day. Like, it's like crushed blue velvet, and it was just like the flyest little jumper there ever was. And people ask me, is it a uniform? And I'm like, no, dude, I chose this jumper. This jumper was awesome. And yeah, like the bows in my hair and the barrettes, like I was killing it in my jumper in first grade. And then this is me in third grade. And in third grade, it was all about the bangs. Like, I'm just banging in the front, banging in the back. So this is my third grade picture. And elementary school was fun for me. It was okay till math time. I hated math, but elementary, I have fond elementary school memories. Now we're skipping from elementary to high school because I couldn't find any pictures of me from middle school. But since you guys are in high school, this is me as a high school senior. Um, this is me at prom, and some of you will be attending, hopefully, your prom this year. Um, my folks in this class who are seniors, and if you're not a senior, you're a junior, you'll be attending next year, perhaps. But this is me, high school senior at prom, and high school I look upon fondly. Um, I'm still friends with the same group of gals in this picture. There's three other people actually, no, two other people who are missing from the shot on this side, but it wouldn't fit in the frame, so I had to crop it. But I'm still friends. They all did, excellent things with their lives. Two of us are teachers. One is a psychologist. Um, One is a regional manager for Yankee Candle, and one is an attorney with her own law firm. So we did okay. But I say that to say that, once you leave this place, this is not the end stop. You get to expand and do amazing things with your lives after high school. So this is me over here graduating from IUP, class of 1999. So weird to say that. Like 1999 seemed so far away from when I was in elementary school, and now to like kind of look at this journey, it's weird, but that's me. Uh, Class of 1999, and then down here is me, class of 2008 from Eastern University. So got my undergrad from IUP, and then my master's degree from Eastern University. That's me, educationally speaking. So, family, family, family. So, this strapping bloke right here is the love of my life. We will be married 3 years this November on the 9th, and that's one of our wedding photos. Um, I love my dress. I still love my dress. You know how some people look back and go, I didn't really like my dress? No, dude, I love my dress. Um, our theme was a 50s theme, and it was a very chillax, fun day. Um, and I love this picture. This is like probably my favorite shot, one of my favorite shots from the day. So this is my mommy and me. Some people say we're twinsies. Um, and I guess we look alike. You never think you look like your parent till you see pictures like side by side of your parent. And even then, I'm like, okay, we look similar, but not twins. But everybody looks at this shot and goes, twinsies. So that's me and my mama. And then these are my sibs. That's my brother. He lives in Virginia. He's into IT. I know a lot of folks um, are very interested in information technology and computer programming, and that's what he does. That's what he went to school for, all the way out in Utah. Um, and he's pretty stellar at it. Um, does very, very well. And then this is my sister Ashley. Um, she is a chef. So we all kind of know how to cook. Except well, I can't even say except my mom. My mom can cook. She just acts like she can't. But um, we all cook and do pretty well, and she's a chef and does an excellent job. So maybe some of you folks are interested in doing that. So these are my babies. So this masked marauder here is Madeline. I say Madeline, the assassin, because she's always doing recon and maneuvers and climbing things, jumping off things, and attacking things. I think it's just something with cats this color, with this particular pattern, that are just insane. And she's no exception. And then this is Boots. He's the fat cat. Very fluffy and portly and sweet and lazy. Um, but that's the fat cat, Boots. And again, something with orange cats, because everyone I know who has an orange cat is fat. He's like 15 pounds and lazy, and they sleep, and they're just love bugs. And he's no exception. And then this is my other baby, Nerdine, Nerdy, or otherwise known as Nerdy Bunny. So this is my book. So in addition to being a teacher, I also write, and this is the first book. Came out last November. Um, I have a couple events this year, uh, the end of this year. Um, this Saturday, the 17th, I'll be in New Jersey at a festival, and then next month on the 1st, I'll be at another festival, taking off in November, and then December, I'll be at one more festival for the end of the year, selling Nerdy Bunny books and signing them and talking to readers and doing readings. And I say this is my other baby because this has kind of been a dream of mine since I was 9, to publish my own book. And um, Nerdy Bunny kind of came out of my head when I was 9, and it's so awesome to kind of see her in print and see her in full color, just as I imagined her. And um, I'm quite proud of my book here. So it's my other baby. So occasionally, when I have time, I like to travel. And this year, we did a big road trip. I call it our purple pilgrimage because we went out to Minnesota. I have a friend who's more like family, and her family lives and is from Minnesota. And so we went to the state fair, where I ate cheese curds and the ostrich and all kinds of yummy things. Um, but we also got to visit Paisley Park and see all the wonderful, meaningful things that people left on the gate after his death. And people still are visiting. Like we're still like when we went there, there were people still around and looking at the memorial, the makeshift memorial out front, and it's actually opening for the public next month. So I'm trying to convince my aunt, who's a huge fan, although it was really not hard to convince her, but we maybe want to fly out and go visit and then fly back home one day or one weekend um, and go visit. But those are just a couple shots from Paisley Park, from the memorial. And then this is the mural that was painted right outside um, a movie theater close to his house that uh, he would often visit. And I just thought it was really cool. It's like massive. But that's the Prince Memorial. Although I was kind of concerned by his chin. Like they made it have this like really big chin, and I don't know that Prince had such a huge chin. Um, but that's just me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Um, so yeah, that was my purple pilgrimage this summer. Driving from Pennsylvania to Minnesota takes about 18 hours if you do it the whole way, but we stopped in Cleveland, went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and stayed overnight in Cleveland and then drove from Cleveland to Minnesota, which took pretty much an entire day. And it was very long. I was very tired. But we may do another road trip next year, but do a southern one this time. So NOLA, let's I guess. NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana, probably one of the prettiest places I've traveled. Probably one of my favorite places that I've ever been. If not for the food or the architecture and then the nature. The bayou is probably one of the most breathtaking North American sights that you'll ever see, and full of interesting creatures and facts. And um, my next Nerdy Bunny book actually takes place in the bayou, um, and why it's so important and the role it plays in our lives. So I'm looking forward to finishing writing that and going back there maybe next year, next summer. And then London. London is, I definitely left part of my heart in London. Um, if you're a writer, if you enjoy reading, if you enjoy seeing something that's like over to 300 years old, London is definitely the place to visit because there's a lot of that. Um, just, just very literary and quite diverse. Um, People are pretty friendly, actually. And this is the Globe Theatre, as in Shakespeare's Globe. I got to visit that, and it's pretty awesome. And they still do plays and stuff there, rain or shine, because it's open air. Um, like this is sky up here. It's not blue, but um, because I guess it was cloudy the day we went, so it looks kind of white. Um, but it is an open air theater, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. So when I'm not traveling, when I'm not globe trotting, um, these are just some of the things that I enjoy. So before Katniss, there was me. I've gotten pretty good. Um, love doing archery. Um, Actually, first picked up a bow and learned how to shoot in Minnesota. So I don't hunt. I just like target shooting. It's quite relaxing. My second career, could I possibly be a chef? Maybe, possibly. So this is, what is this? So this is like, I refer to it as like my white gumbo because it's kind of clear. It's not as dark as like traditional um, New Orleans gumbo, but I think that's what that is. I can't remember. It's not etouffee, and it doesn't look like uh, jambalaya because jambalaya is a little redder. I think this is gumbo. Which turned out pretty good. And then this is my homemade vanilla pound cake with a blueberry brandy compote and fresh churned vanilla bean ice cream. Yes, I made my own ice cream, and it was pretty doggone delicious. So, yeah, if the teaching thing doesn't work out or the writing thing doesn't work out, um, I have another option. And so you should always keep your options open. Find things that you love and you enjoy and do them. You definitely have a more fulfilling life in doing that. And so yeah, so when I'm not shooting things or targets and cooking things and I get to watch TV, this is pretty much what I watch. So, The Walking Dead, starting up soon, very excited. If you have not caught Stranger Things on Netflix, I highly recommend that you do. It is so cool. Um, very well done. Pretty much anything in the Marvel universe, like some people are DC Comics people and some people are Marvel people, and I'm definitely a Marvel person. Um, I just am. Their superheroes are just cooler. And yeah, Game of Thrones, which will be ending soon. I'm very sad, but I absolutely love those shows. I DVR a lot, or watch Netflix a lot, so I don't always get to watch things live because I'm teaching all the time. But that's some of the stuff I watch when I do. And so that is a little bit about me. And this week, in addition to the answers you gave me during the presentation, you will also have a bit of an opportunity to tell me more about you. And we'll learn more and more about each other, growing and learning together this year as we go through our course. So thanks for watching. Hugs. See you soon.